Welcome back to the Birdies and Bourbon Show. Dan, I'm sipping on a little old fashioned today, buddy. What you drinking?
Same.
Look at you. Hey, so I know I dropped a little, I don't know, 4, 5, 6. I don't know how many it was. I've been drinking. How many items I was talking about on, what do you get the golfer or drinker in your life? One thing that I didn't mention, just got it, is Elrod's Old Fashioned Cocktail Syrup.
Nice. Yeah.
And if you want details on it, go to elrodsoldfashioned@gmail.com. It's pretty damn good. All you have to do, I did add some extra bitters in there. I didn't have to. I don't know why I did. I just always do. I want to make it my own,
Yeah.
but you could get away with just the Elrod's Old Fashioned Cocktail Syrup. And yes, I am using a little Catoctin Creek
Nice. Yeah.
Roundstone. I went with the rye this
Good
time.
stuff.
Kind of knock some of that sweetness off.
Mhm.
So we got a lot to talk about. But
We do.
before we do, thanks for everybody that's been following along in this journey, not just this year, but for the past few. If you're not subscribed to the show, we greatly appreciate it. Go check us out on YouTube and go check us out on Instagram. YouTube, we're going to be on Birdies and Bourbon. Instagram, we're going to be on Birdies_Bourbon. Don't follow the fake news. Don't follow the fake news. You'll know if it's us. You will know. But we'd appreciate a like. We'd appreciate a follow. And, tell a friend. Share the shopping list with somebody. Better yet, leave a comment. What one item out of the shopping list are you going to buy for somebody this holiday season?
Nice.
How about it?
It's a good list, man. Yeah, really good stuff.
I thought it was a good one. I stand by every one of those products and the new edition of Elrod's Old Fashioned Cocktail Syrup. Thanks, London. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Okay, so speaking of the holiday spirit, I know we're going to talk about the match. We're going to talk about the QBE. We're going to talk about the PNC Championship. I don't know what the hell else we're going to talk about, but something. Well, I do know what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about spreading a little holiday cheer at this sleazy little 9-holer in Sequatchie Valley called Sweetens Cove. Just celebrated. I had one of the best times. So to be fair, I think every time I come away from there, it's always been the best time I've ever had there. It is hard to measure the spirit of the Cove, but we played in the Ugly Sweater on Friday. And holy shit, was it a lot of fun. I mean, now it was a little wet. They had quite a bit of rain, but the greens were just absolutely fire. I couldn't make a putt to save my ass. I may be looking for a new team next year. I can tell you that. Not because I wasn't having a good time, but I don't know how much I was supporting the team as a golf event, but I was definitely keeping everybody hydrated. So that's always a good one. Got to spend some time with, Bill Bender. Looking forward to having him on the show coming up. Think he's going to talk about his new whiskey release. I don't know if I was supposed to say that, but I just did. So that's going to be a fun one to get on here and chat with Bill and get his take on his first experience at Sweetens and check out what else is going on in Bill Bender's world. So, hey, be on the lookout for the all-day pass drops. If you haven't had a chance to play Sweetens, it's definitely worthwhile. I would recommend it highly.
Nice.
And that's a good cocktail right there. Definitely gonna have to make another one of those. Okay, so what do you want to go? What do you want to go first? Let's go to the match. Let's talk
the match. You got to
go
to
to
the match.
It's Tiger Woods. It's Tiger Woods. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, first off, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm sending you the cheapest bottle I can find, and it's going to be plastic. No, it is not. It won't. It's not going to be either of those things. But what happened? What happened?
What happened? Let me pull it up.
What happened? What happened to Tiger Woods and world number one, Rory McIlroy? It looked like McIlroy showed up and not McIlroy. I can tell you that because by the third hole, I was like, well, shit, I can turn this off. I've lost a bet. See, I mean, why do I want to, I just need to go to the liquor store and get Dan a bottle because definitely going to lose this one. What do you think the best part of the match was?
I mean, I thought just the build up and just, first couple of holes, just watching Tiger play and interact with these guys, and everybody's in awe, right? Because it's him and everything. So, I mean, I don't know. It's just, I enjoy these. I can watch them all the time, right? But it's just a different type of environment to see these guys. And, we see Spieth kind of mic'd up quite a bit with Michael and all, but this is a different kind of element. And yeah, it's cool. It's fun.
I thought Spieth was a little mouthier than I expect. I expected JT to kind of steal some of that thunder, and but Spieth was he was needling out there, man. Spieth was kind of getting into it. But my favorite part was the commentary by Charles Barkley. That was the favorite part. That was the favorite part of the match for me. I enjoyed that more. And you know what I think is funny? I do think it's funny. I mean, he's on network television.
Yeah.
I mean, he does the same thing talking in basketball. I mean, it's not, he's not putting on, I mean, the show is Charles Barkley, right? That's real life.
Yeah.
If you don't believe me, just go to the Four Seasons here in Atlanta and, hang out at the bar. You'll find him eventually.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. There they are. Yeah. Yeah. For those of you that are just listening, so Dan's got a clip pulled up of JT and Jordan asking Tiger what happened. What happened? What happened? I don't know what happened. I was surprised, to be honest. Well, but I don't know why I was. I guess maybe I shouldn't have been. I thought Rory was really going to carry some weight there.
He did not seem like he wanted to be there.
It was kind of awkward. I mean, I don't know. The interview beforehand was a little bit weird to me. I don't know. There were a lot of weird things that were going on during this that I'm kind of like, yeah, I don't know. Something's happening. So.
Definitely doesn't make you excited to see the stadium stuff they're going to do on tour this year, where it's Rory and Tiger's show. This was not a good lead-in for that. I mean, the energy came from Spieth and from JT for the most part. But yeah, the Rory needs to step his game up a little bit in terms of interaction, and he's got it. I just don't know. Maybe something's going on. Who knows?
So what do you think
maybe he bet Phil something.
I think there's a lawsuit pending on what he bet Phil right now. So, but what do they do to make it more? So, and I mean, I love it. I love to watch it, but I'm like going, yeah, shit, man. If you're not like just a total golf geek, like it's not that interesting. I'm watching it because what am I going to talk? What am I going to say about it? What am I going to say about this thing? And we are kind of golf geeks.
Yeah.
By the way, over under 3.5 people ask if you were a bot at Sweetens this weekend.
I am. Why do you think I'm not on Twitter anymore?
You are taking that. You got kicked off, did you? I thought it was because you were harassing KP too much. I thought he reported you.
That too. Hey, here's one. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think you should like be winner gets to pick their next challenger kind of thing. Something like, kind of like to pass it on. Kind of. I mean, something like that'd be kind of fun.
So here's the one interesting thing that I think maybe other than Charles, like back to golf, the most interesting thing was probably the 1-hole challenge. And
yes, of course,
and then it and if you had the honors, right, and it proceeded, right, Spieth had the honors, so he picks his club, and then if the other three can't pick the club that he picks, Spieth picked like a 4-iron, Tiger picked JT picked a 5 wood, Tiger picked, I don't remember what he picked, and who knows what, I think Rory was out of the hole completely. I mean, what if it was you had to play the 12 holes like that? And maybe it's not. Maybe we're giving, and I remember seeing what's his name? Lee Westwood with some other, I don't know if I can say his name anymore. Can I say Lee Westwood? Is that okay? Do you mind? You going to get offended?
I'm not going to get offended.
Somebody's going to get offended.
Lee might.
Hey, we're not anti-live. I'm not saying we're pro-live, but we're not anti-live. We're pro-golf.
I met Lee a couple of times. He's a good guy. I like him. Yeah, he's just doing what's right for him, man.
He's no Ches Reavie, but I understand what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
But what if it's like let's let him go play with persimmons, or
that'd be fun.
Or
that'd be fun.
Like just bring them. You're getting top flights, and you're getting like thrift club golf clubs, thrift store golf clubs. You're getting secondhand, and you're getting like a putter, 7-iron and a driver. Like
Yeah.
you're not getting 14 clubs. You're not going out here testing your new ball. I mean, because I think this is, to me, this is kind of like the so like NASCAR, right? I mean, does anybody really like to watch the race, or do they like to watch the wrecks? Right?
Yep. Yep.
So,
just like hockey and fights, right? Yep.
Just like, I mean, I don't go to the hockey game to watch. I don't know what the hell's going on. I mean, somebody said offsides, and I'm like, nobody even said hike yet. I mean, what are you talking about offsides? So, yeah, I think you got to put these folks, and you got to, here's another good one, right? Think about all the technology talk and about the distance talk. And how they got to, you got to scale the ball back. We got to make the courses longer. Well, let's put them on something that's just, and now the other piece of that, maybe they wouldn't do it because they would get, I don't know, it hurt their ego. They'd get embarrassed. I don't know. But to me, that's what I think you got to do. Like, give them persimmons, give them an old Bellata, and you only get one, by the way. You lose your ball, you're out.
Yeah.
You lose, you shank it in the water, you're cooked, buddy. And on number one, I guess and I don't know how good that is for TV. I guess that presents a little bit of challenge with what I just said about the ball. But I think there's there are some avenues that whoever's producing that thing should be taking.
Yeah.
Because they're handicapping people right now. I think Tiger and Rory were each other's handicaps. And Jordan and JT, I know what they did. I mean, there's 2025 Ryder Cup. Is that the next one? I think so.
24 probably, right?
Okay. So yeah, but I mean, they just set the stage for, again, I mean, allegedly the greatest golf pairing of all time in team events.
Yeah.
So I see what they did. I understand why they did it. I think you gotta really just, you've not try to make them unsuccessful, but I think you got to make them play a different game. That's what would be entertaining to me.
Yeah. So I think a couple things. Number one, this is going to be the most hated take right here, is I miss Phil. I do. He had so much charisma and energy, and just kind of, he was fun. He was always witty. He's off the cuff, and he's a gambler. I mean, it's good to have a guy like that out there. You don't know what he's going to say. So I missed that element because I think he's just fun to watch, and he's good. He's got, out of personalities, out of all of those guys, he just blows them off the charts, right? From a personality perspective, right?
Hands down.
I miss JT as the commentator. I think they need to have one of those type of guys, like a guy that's, one of that'd be top 10 guys on tour right now, on course with them on each hole, kind of like a host, if you will, right? Kind of like a host. Maybe they have two hosts. Like you have like him and Harry Higgs together, and each hole's got a theme or something like that, right? Yeah. Like a theme on each hole or something like that. This one's this, and Harry's doing his thing and all that kind of thing. And then 3, the one thing that I also liked when the first match, or not the first, but the second match they had was all the call-ins. The call-ins were fun with the live betting and the stuff, like when Brooks Koepka called in and said, "I'm do this for charity," and either you win or I. That was fun stuff. I mean, obviously Koepka can't call in now,
they're going to need some.
Somebody could call in. Somebody could call in. Nicholas could call in. Somebody,
What did he say? He said, "Prank caller, don't call here anymore."
Exactly. But no. But what if one of those guys calls in? What if Miguel calls in?
We made it an interpreter. But hey, I'm in. I think the call-ins were good. I appreciated the call-ins. I like where it was going. And,
what if John Smoltz called in to talk to Tiger and place a bet on the hole or something like that, right?
You're calling Smoltz a gambler?
Well, Tiger said one of the best rounds he's ever had, people that are not golfers, was like Glavine and Smoltz.
Smoltz. Hold on. There was a couple other guys, a couple other pitchers that were out there. I don't recall who they were, but yes, but there were other.
That'd be fun, right?
Baseball guys.
So they need to incorporate some of that stuff in, like the call-ins and stuff like that. I think that just kind of adds to the element, right?
Yeah, because it's a little boring. Like it's kind of like this show. I mean,
why didn't Jimmy Fallon call in and talk to JT?
He could ask him about his shoes. Hey, why aren't you wearing the Air Force Ones, dog?
That's right.
I mean,
you show that and more twirl.
You show up to my place. I'm wearing a fucking suit. and loafers. Not even I'm patent dress shoes, buddy. I'm like laced up. All right. I got my JMs on here, cap toed,
Yeah.
freshly polished, in a tie. And you show up in what do you show up in? You show up in Marty McFly attire. All we're waiting on is Biff and the hoverboard.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Just saying.
Yep. So I don't know. I think that'd be kind of fun. Maybe like have like a mini team captain on each team, that kind of like a host, if you will, the JT type role. Each team has one, and I don't know. But either way, these are fun for golf, and it can be really fun for viewers. Now, what do you think about the time slot? I understand they were competing against it. I kind of like the Friday after Thanksgiving during the day. That was kind of a cool slot.
It was. That one's usually, I used to have to catch that one on record because I'm usually playing golf that day. But
it came on pretty late though. It came on like at 5 or 6 our time.
Oh, this one or the one?
No. The one when they did in Arizona.
Oh, the one after Thanksgiving. Well, because it was on Mountain Time, and it was on Arizona time. It wasn't even Mountain Time. Arizona said we do our own shit out here. Hey, take note.
Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, no, I mean, that was, I thought it was good. I didn't have any issues with this one. I mean, I just got back from a few days at Sweetens, and I may have needed a little downtime, a little cocktail in hand, had my feet kicked up. I mean, I was well rested the next day. I'll just put it like that. I don't know. Okay. Here's my question. Another question I have for you. Who are you surprised that hasn't worked their way into the match? Because I don't know. So I think Phil kind of started this whole thing up, right? I think he was or at least he was presented as the poster child of the match.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Well, he didn't have anything to do with this one, right? Allegedly, he didn't have anything to do with this one. So says pending lawsuit. Allegedly. Yeah. However. Who do you think? Who are you most surprised that hasn't tried to worm their way into a match?
You know the answer to this question. Come on, you and I both been watching Tulsa King. It's Twitter King. It's Max Homa. He wants to be in the match. If he was in this match, he would just stare at Tiger the entire time. I mean, just like he did at the Open, he would be worthless.
He maybe allegedly.
He said he was worthless at the Open.
I know. He said he just watched an all the whole time.
Maybe it'd be good for him. Maybe some good Ryder Cup practice for him.
All right. So that's your pro. Who's your non-pro that you're surprised hasn't weaseled themselves way into this thing?
Has Romo done it yet?
No, I'm going to say no.
I don't think he has either. Him. Yeah.
Oh, so see, this would be good. I think you put JT, not Justin Thomas. I'm bringing sexy back. Whoop.
Oh yeah, JT and JT. Yeah, that'd be good.
You give me that. I think that's a great show. I think I'm surprised, and Bill Murray's a pretty good golfer. I'm surprised, and Bill would be like, "No, I'm playing the fucking forward tees, man. I'm playing up."
Yeah.
So I think that I'm surprised they haven't incorporated like a Bill Murray. I mean, because that is, and maybe it's just too much, right? Because you watch like Bill and JT and all these guys in the celebrity events, and they're all over the place. I mean, Larry the Cable Guy would be there's so many that I'm like, and I don't know. Okay, let me ask you this. This may be just like a dumb fucking question. And I'm saying in their respectful professions. Is JT, Justin Timberlake, just as famous as Tom Brady? Yeah, or do you think he's more famous in their?
No, I don't think he's more famous than. I think they're probably about the same. Yeah, I'd say Brady's probably more famous now, maybe because he's still playing. I guess but they're both. I would say equally as famous.
I mean, I would say equally as famous. Okay, what about Okay, so you're going to go, and I know why they did Aaron Rodgers and Brady. I get you're pitting the quarterbacks against each other, but you got Bill Murray and you got Aaron Rodgers against each other, like on opposite teams. You think Bill Murray's more famous or is Aaron Rodgers more famous? I didn't ask who was the fucking craziest. I said who was more famous.
Yeah, Murray. Yeah.
I think it's Murray too. I think it's Murray all day long. And I'm not against who they pick. I'm just saying to me, it seems like and maybe they haven't missed them. Maybe they're slotted, but it's like anything else, right? It's like, how many Lethal Weapons can I watch before it's like, yeah, the stick doesn't do it for me anymore. It's like, yeah, I know I'm getting too old for this shit. Like it just doesn't do it for me anymore. So, yeah. I mean, that's the thing is like, I don't know, like how many more times do they have? Again, for me, the first one was better than anything that I've seen thus far. And, and yes, Phil had a lot to do with that. Yeah. Anything that Phil's had been involved in, except for Liv, has been extremely entertaining for me. I mean, Liv has been entertaining enough. It is what it is, very controversial and in some areas of social media or media. But yeah, I think they're missing the boat on some of this shit, man. I think they got to get you got to get some. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't want to watch Bill Murray out there drinking Bloody Marys out of somebody's hand on the course, playing along? And maybe that's the reason they're not doing it, is because I don't know why they're not doing it. But this has got like St. Augustine, Florida, down at they can host everything at Murray's pub or whatever it's called. I don't know.
Yep.
Slammer and Squire, here they come.
Yeah. So let's talk a little about the actual golf. What do you think? Tiger going into this thing said he couldn't walk, but he had every shot in the book. He was getting like a very tin cup kind of comment, but apparently not very true.
Yeah, it was definitely a Rory McIlroy kind of comment. He did not have every shot in the book. You can I don't know what he said earlier about how much he'd been playing or practicing. He hadn't been playing or practicing that much. It was very rusty. I mean, he hit whatever it was on, like maybe 4 or 5, I think. He on the 4, I think, was the one hole challenge where he hit that big snap hook, it's kind of sweeping in there. I don't know if it was his best shot. It was probably his most deliberate shot that he hit. But no, he missed a lot of stuff. I'd like to say he looked like me at Sweetens Cove, but I didn't look that good. I looked worse than he did at Sweetens. Let me put it like that.
When's the last time you think Rory actually played? I guess it was a bye or something like that, right?
Yeah. It was
not recent.
No. And to your point,
you think he was pretty PO that he actually had to go do this? He's like, damn it.
He did not look happy at the end. I mean, it wasn't like he was all jovial and bucking around and he he. But here's the other thing to that too. I think you paired two people that have like really good camaraderie together. And what are they? 7 birdies out of 10 holes? Because it 7 out of 10, I think. What are you gonna do, man?
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty damn good. That's really damn good. That's real good. Now, and it was best ball. I mean, they weren't meaning take the best score. What best ball is. It wasn't, we're going to play each other's and whichever one's better, we're going to do it. We're both playing our ball and whoever's got the better score, that's what we're taking. And they birdied 7 out of 10. So I don't know, like you got to be pretty on top of things to do that. And I think you got to think though, they're probably both. Tiger's the oldest in the group. Rory's the second oldest. What do you think Rory is? 34, 35, right? 35, give or take.
Yeah, probably 35. Yeah, let's take a look. Yeah.
And you got Spieth that I don't think Spieth or JT are 30 yet.
33. He's younger than I thought.
Oh, 33. Okay. Well, then Spieth and JT definitely aren't 30 yet. At least I don't think they are. I mean, they could be. Leave a comment below. How old?
29.
Okay, both of them.
Well, at least Thomas was. I always imagine Spieth's right there too. Yeah. Spieth might be 30. Let's take a look.
So where I was going is, I mean, Tiger's eyes have got to be getting old.
Oh, 29.
after all the surgeries, all the head injuries, all the clubs, the faces of the clubs, and lots of things, lots of head trauma.
Yep.
And so his eyes got to be getting old, and it definitely looked like there was some challenges with reading some of those greens. So I don't know about playing under the lights. I don't know if that really made a difference for me or not. I guess it was cute to see it, but it didn't improve the experience for me.
I didn't think it was cute to see. I thought it was kind of dark. I mean, they did their best, but it didn't add to it at all, in my opinion.
No. Yeah. No. And I don't, unless I missed it, I didn't see like any shot tracer or anything on that.
No.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think you gotta incorporate that stuff. Right. And I think as much as Barkley and I mean, Immelman was being Immelman, which is, and I mean that positively. I mean, he was being Immelman was kind of hey, I'm bringing the credibility on the golf side. Who is it? Brian Anderson. I thought he did a good job as kind of the neutral party. And I thought Barkley added great colors. So I don't know. I'm on the fence of they gotta do something for me.
Do you think we'd ever see a let's just take Spieth and JT, which is they're easy. So like a Jordan Spieth and Nance versus a JT and Faldo.
I don't know how fair that would be because I think Faldo is going to be a much better golfer than Nance.
Even this, yeah. But what I'm saying? Okay, take Faldo out. Is there another announcer that you could use?
Bob Costas.
Bob Costas. There you go. That'd be a good one. Yeah,
Bob Costas.
That'd be kind of fun to watch. I think it'd be fun to watch like the Nance kind of play because he's critiquing these guys, right?
Oh yeah. Absolutely, that'd be good. Yeah, I could get behind that for sure. All right. What anything else on the match? Other than I think they need to step this shit up, man. I mean, it's kind of like this show. It's kind of B League. It's B League, and you've got A quality material, and you're putting it out, and it's B League.
I think you bring in Jeff Ross in the booth. A little roast master general going on too. I mean, Barkley's good, but having Jeff Ross there, oh my gosh, it would take this thing to the next level.
I don't think you can have both of those guys though. I think
okay.
Both of them.
Just hire Jeff Ross behind the scenes and give the lines to Barkley then.
Well, he could just write Barkley shit for
That's
him.
What I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Do that.
Yeah, get in my ear. Get in my ear. Keep talking. Keep talking.
Yep.
Keep talking. Keep talking. All right. I'm good.
If I'm JT, I'm reaching out for Ross ahead of time saying, okay, give me like 50 jokes.
Yeah, just keep throwing them at me, boy. Don't sit up. Don't lay up yet. All right. So the QBE Shootout also happened in Florida. I saw a friend of the show, Stallings, down there playing with Trey Muller. I didn't see him down there. I saw on social media that he was down playing with Trey Muller. It came in T5, by the way. So congratulations to those guys. I think they collectively took home $300K plus. So good for them. Homa and Kisner getting some action down there. And there's one Scott Stallings and Nelly Korda shaking hands. Korda was playing with Denny McCarthy, I think, which I thought was fun. I actually thought that was kind of a more fun event than it was definitely more fun than the match. I mean, I would have preferred to continue to watching this in more playoff holes than watching the match.
Yeah,
just saying. Harris English and Matt Kuchar finished third. The reason I'm throwing some of these names out here, it's like, think about what happened. Think about what's going to happen when it starts betting season again for golf. And Charlie Hoffman, maybe a little comeback. Ryan Palmer, I thought they were going to get it done. They did not. Tom Hoagie and Sahith Theegala actually pull this thing off, and they win in a playoff, I do believe. So, I mean, I thought it was fun. It was cute. It was cute.
Yeah, it's a good one. I like it because it's a little different and it's good, different spin on some things and all. It's good. Yep.
You think Jason Day will ever play with Billy Horschel again?
Probably not.
I mean, they did gross almost $94,000 each. So, I mean, that's, I get that they're wealthy individuals, but I mean, to go and play golf for a few days and you gross 94K. I mean, that's not too bad. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to play. I don't think he's calling him up for what is it? The Valero? No, it's not the Valero. I don't know. It's one of those down
The
in Louisiana.
first rookie team to win in over a decade.
There you go.
Congrats to those guys. Yep.
There you go. And in a playoff. I mean,
Yep.
that's pretty big for Hoagie, man. I mean, Hoagie had
Yeah.
at least one win last year, maybe two. I think one.
Yep.
So yeah, good for Hoagie and the QBE Shootout. That's a fun one. Yeah, I got nothing else. I got nothing else on that. You know where I want to go next.
You go ahead.
Well, hold on. Do you have anything on the QBE Shootout?
No. Mm-mm. No, it's just congrats to that. I thought it was cool seeing Stallings and then and it was great to see that team win in the playoff and everything else. But I liked I think Max and Kisner had some good things to say about Nelly as well. It's just I thought it was really cool to see the two tours coming together like that. So
the dynamics of the two tours, yeah. No, I thought it was good also. Oh yeah, Stallings was playing with Mullinex, by the way, Trey Mullinex.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So all right, PNC. Take me to the PNC Championship. That's where I want to go, and that's what I want to talk about next. And I'm got to go look and see what the odds are. I didn't see anything available for betting. I don't know if it's because there are children involved and it's illegal.
Never stopped us before.
I don't know what that means, but the answer is probably yes.
Don't bother Cal during business hours for the Little League World Series.
So, okay. Here's where I want to. Yeah, I don't see any betting action going on. I think it's like frowned upon. I'm not talking about the Little League World Series. I know a guy for that.
That's right.
Okay.
Right.
So the PNC Championship. We've gone, I don't know how many weeks we've gone without seeing one Tiger Woods play golf. It's been a many. And now all of a sudden, we're going to get back-to-back weeks with Tiger Woods.
Mm-hmm.
Tiger said, and a lot of the talk was about Charlie.
Oh yeah.
During the interviews when they were chatting. And by the way, this is going to be in Orlando at never false. Yeah, it is. Yeah. But anyway, forget where it's going to be. We don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about what Tiger said. He said Charlie's out driving him. He said Charlie's hands are bigger than his. And he said he's mostly just going to drive the cart around and let Charlie win the golf tournament. Now, here's the other thing I will say is just go and look. If you're on any social media at all and you follow anything golf, go to birdies_bourbon and I'll post something. We'll get a picture up later. We'll have something there. Or go check us out on Instagram. Either way. I'm sorry, on Twitter. But either way, like he's half as tall as Tiger. Yep. Right. I mean, if Tiger's 5'11", then Charlie's like 5 feet tall, which maybe almost as tall as me, maybe allegedly, maybe not. But I mean, I don't know how does a person of that such stature, how does that person have gloves? How does he have hands that big? Maybe he wears oversized. You know what they say about a person with big hands, don't you?
Big gloves.
They do wear big gloves. However, it could be a personal preference, and maybe he just likes maybe he likes the little room to move around.
That could be it. Could be it.
I mean, why? I mean, of course. When's the last time you think Tiger Woods bought a golf glove?
A golf glove?
Glove.
Yeah, glove. Yeah. 9th grade.
I mean, that's probably even a stretch. That's probably Dixie chimed in. She said, no way. That's a stretch. So, I mean, I don't know. His hand's bigger than I mean, okay. I'm not saying it's not. I don't know. I've never met him. Maybe I won't. I'm not saying I don't want to. I'm just saying maybe I never will. But like, really, that's what you're leading. That's the commentary that you got to give. And I guess you got to keep it close to the chest, and you got to not like, don't leak any information out here. We know we're not giving anything away. But he's out driving him. I don't know. I'm going to be, are you going to be floored if Tiger and Charlie, mainly Charlie, doesn't win this thing?
There's a lot of good pairings out there. No, I can't be floored.
So let's think about this one. Let's take a look at previous winners. Let's see. PNC previous winners. I know the Dailies won it last year. Okay. So what's the chance? And I haven't heard anything. Big John and Little John. I've seen no news on them. Absolutely no news on them and what's happening. Who else we got here? That's gonna. I mean, there've been a lot of people that have played it. But as far as past winners go, okay. So you got the Dailies, you got the Thomases, the Langers, the Loves, the Cabreras, the Duvals. Let's see if anybody here. Langers again.
Yep.
Look at this. 2013, Stuart Sink and Connor Sink. In 2013, I don't think Connor was toting the bag for dad.
Mm-mm.
He's been toting that bag a lot over the past couple of years.
That could be a favorite right there, huh?
If there's odds, I'm probably going that route. You got Davis Love the third. I think he's playing this year. I'll confirm that in just a sec. God, it's Bernard Langer. If they're playing this, they won back-to-back in 05 and 06.
Wow. Yeah, they're playing. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They won back-to-back in 05 and 06. Yeah, that could be, I think I'm going Langer. The Langers and the Sinks are probably, the Woodses have got to be the favorites. And I would say the Dailies are right behind them. And it is absolutely a betting popularity contest. This is not something to get involved in and throw down hard money that you're going to need to spend on rent or booze.
Yeah. Yeah.
The next day. This is fluff money.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking I'm going Sinks and
Thomases though. The Thomases though.
I know. I think about because Mike set out last year, right? Was Mike out last year? I think he may have been having a procedure. Well, yeah, in 2021, I think he may have not. Nah, I take that back because I think that was Charlie's first year, and I think I think they were playing with him. So
yeah, I could see them playing well.
I could too. They're definitely going to be paired with the Woodses, and you saw the last time what happened. They were with the Woodses. It was Woodses or Woods with the Woods. It'd just be the Woods, right? Just the Woods, not Woodses. It's just the Woods.
Yeah, the Woods.
I'm gonna work on that.
Like the restaurant.
Gonna work. Yeah, like the Woods. I'm gonna work on my next grammar club. But there's only one restaurant.
Yeah, but it's called the Woods.
Well, I know, but what if there were two restaurants? Would it be the Woodses?
I think it would.
I'm going with the Woods. I'm going singular, but also
I'm gonna text Tiger right now. See what he says.
Also, it means no. Just text the restaurant. You know who will be there.
Oh, okay.
Text the restaurant. All right. I don't know what else, man. Those are my bets for the PNC. If I can figure out where to bet them. Hey, if you know where to bet them, leave a comment. Tell us where we can bet. Where we can bet on the PNC Championship. If you know a guy, my guy said, I know the baseball, but I don't know the golf. I said, okay. It's all I need to hear. What else? Is there any other golf news? We've got some fun stuff coming up with some folks in the spirit industry, and I'm looking forward to that. So I think it's going to be new things to most people, to most listeners. I think it's going to be I think it is new things to the market. So hopefully it's worthwhile, and we'll take it from there. They're definitely going to be entertaining, but outside of that, what else is going on in the golf world, Dan?
I think we covered everything. I mean, a lot of the golf world's checked out, kind of like Rory is, So
like Rory to match, like
well, just in general this time of year, I think he's like, yeah, I'm off season.
Yeah, why the fuck did I sign up for this thing, Tiger? Yeah. I could have just sent you a check, bud.
Yeah, exactly.
And I could have sent I did pick an Irishman. I could have sent the other Irishman over with you. He could have sent Seamus. Could have sent Seamus over. He's like, what if Seamus shows up? Exactly. Oh no, but as McIlroy tells it, he's played many a round of golf with Tiger Woods, and he's looking forward to playing in this one. Well, maybe to start the round, but you wasn't looking forward to finish it. I can tell you that.
It's true. It's true.
All right. What's the holiday plans? I got another couple rounds of golf coming up. I may slip back to that sleazy little 9-holer, maybe, allegedly. Unless I get a message later, it says.
Can I ask you a question real quick? This is off the cuff. All right.
Well, wait a minute.
On the PNC,
do I have to answer honestly?
Well, I hope you don't. So on the PNC, it's that time of year. It's a Christmas kind of year. Kids are writing letters to Santa Claus, right? All that kind of thing. But what if, like, your dad is on the PGA Tour and you really want to play the PNC, and he deflects over to live. So what kid do you think would write Jay Monahan asking how come he can't play in the PNC? He's been his dream his entire life.
It could start with an S and end with a Tenson.
Stenson, okay. Dear Mr. Monahan, write it in crayon, publish it on Twitter, on Instagram.
Ooh, let me see.
Monahan won't let me play.
They've never
this could be what brings everybody back together again. The kids. It's all for the kids.
It could be that it's all for the kids. I mean, and how are you going to say no?
How are you going to say no to a kid?
I think that's a tough one. That's a tough one, man. It's one of those. I don't think you can.
I don't think you can. None of them are playing. I guess they had to tell their kids, well, not this year.
Well, no. Stenson's played here with his kid before.
I know, but not this year. That's right. I guess Stenson had to have that conversation. Like, not this year, buddy.
Well, so it could be. It could. When you said earlier that was going to be this hated comment that was made. All right. Well, fuck that. I can trump it. It's going to be like the divorce conversation. It's going to be like, well, it's not that mom and I don't love each other anymore. It's just that, we're going to take this a little differently, and we're going to be spending time together alone.
What happened to Uncle Jay?
Yeah. And then you show up at, like the rave party, and it's like, well, this is awkward. Ooh, okay. Here's one for you. Here's an off the cuffer. When does Liv start putting on these exhibition matches?
Exactly.
When does Liv start this?
I guess after they listen to this podcast.
I mean, think about it. Think about what they just did. Think about what they did at the QBE Shootout.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a field of however many it was, 40 maybe. There were 20 teams, give or take, maybe 30. So, and everybody, they made everybody that played covered their trip. If they didn't, they didn't plan accordingly. But it's like, I think when's Liv gonna have the so you got Stenson, you got there's plenty of people over there. Poulter. I think he's I think his kids, Bubba Watson, has played in the PNC. He's won the PNC before.
Phil with his brother, right? Didn't he play that?
He may have. I don't know about that. But scratch that. Watson, I do not see, unless they've removed him. Ooh. Ooh, he could have been removed. Could have
Mm.
been removed. Bubba Watson did play in this in 2021, though. So I am thinking, hey man, let's see. Let me make sure. Yeah, Team Watson, T13.
Yep.
Who else is in here? Stinson, Watson. That's the only
Louis.
two. It's
No Oosthuizen's in there.
no, I don't see any Oosthuizen, and I'm not going to scan through all this yet.
Westwood, was Westwood on there? He probably was, right?
I don't see any Westwood on here.
Mm.
No, but Bubba Watson's played in this quite a bit. I mean, he's played in the past 2 years at least. I'll stop at that. But yeah, so I mean, hey, when's it happening? Liv, we don't need royalties. Just we'll take a grant.
That's right. Like I said before, so instead of the QBE, they could do the BQE, the Brooklyn Queens Expressway Shootout.
Oh yeah, I like
just
it.
Do it up there in New York.
Yeah. I like it. Yeah. And if you get pissed off, you can throw your club over in the Hudson.
Matt Wolf style.
Or I was thinking McIlroy style.
That too.
All right. So
where was that they were playing where Matt Wolf hit the shot like on 18 and from the I think it was the players. The players.
I think it was in Florida. Yes, it was the players. It was 18. It was 18.
Right.
Yeah.
He hit the shot and it's like right over the shoulder into the water.
Just chunked it. He did. He
just casually chunked it.
He said, "See ya."
It's so classic.
So you. Oh yeah, too good. All right. So all right, we'll drop it. We're not dropping, but if you don't listen to their random bullshit go on, then you should probably drop. You that's listening and or watching. But we probably got a couple more things we're going to talk about. Just it may not be golf or whiskey related, so bourbon and golf related. We'll see. We'll see. What is so I know that there are always some questions, Dan, from some folks in your arena that are like, hey, what bottle should I get somebody? Have those bottles been picked out yet?
Yeah. Well, I can't say them now because obviously.
No. I'm not asking what the bottles are. I'm just saying, but you already know where you are. You know where you are and you know where you're going. Okay. All right.
But I'm always open to more options though, right? I mean, of course.
No, I don't want to go through. Ooh, you know what? I don't have it in front.
But I'm just saying, like, if you were to, it's good. Yeah.
It's not easy, but man, I'll tell you this, and I've never seen one of these, but it's a Rittenhouse rye. And it's a store pick, and Decatur Package Store picked it. And holy shit, is that thing good, man? I mean, and it's not an expensive bottle, but it's a very unique bottle in that it's a single barrel, and it's something that I've never seen it before. I've got to go back tomorrow and get some more at some point. So
nice.
If there's any left, I don't know. Hope there are. All right. What about what have you been watching? And there's going to probably a little bit of lag time. You're going to see some family over the holidays. And you're going to need some entertainment. What have you been watching, or what should I be watching?
Well, we talked about it a little bit on the show. So, White Lotus season 2, which is just finished up. I have not seen the last episode yet.
I don't think they won anything, by the way. They won nothing as much as it was talked about. I think they won.
But what do you mean they won nothing?
I don't know. Somebody was talking about Emmys or Grammys or whatever they win for those kinds of things. And I think White Lotus didn't really get recognized. I mean, they may have got recognized, but they didn't take anything home. Like, you're making this thing out to be like it's the best fucking thing since The Sopranos. And
no, there was actually just nothing else on for the last month. We're watching Tulsa King. I like Tulsa King. I like Yellowstone.
Tulsa King, I'm all in, man. I hope this is not a one and done, is what I hope. Yeah, it's kind of like what was the old man, right? The Jeff Bridges. He's like the CIA guy or whatever.
I think it's better than the old man, but yeah, it's kind of like that.
No. It is definitely the humor and the the writing and like, I mean, you give some,
It's not so dark. Not so dark. Old Man was kind of
yeah.
dark and mysterious. This is more like,
It's
yeah.
I don't know if lighthearted is the right way to put it, but it is definitely like it's like a hit and giggle kind of show.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
Exactly. Which
your
makes
buddy,
it fun. Which makes
yeah,
it fun.
your
Easy
buddy
to
punches
just
you and
kind of play
you giggle
along
at it.
and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of these shows you have to pay way too much attention to. Yeah.
It's that Sheridan guy, dude. I mean, that guy is going to be it looks like he was already wealthy well before Yellowstone. But I mean, that guy he's laying out fucking stories, man.
Yeah. I like this one.
That is so good.
And the Harrison Ford one's coming up, right? So I'm coming up here in the next couple of weeks.
You got Yellowstone. He just had Tim McGraw and Faith Hill, co-starring in the last one. Yeah, that's pretty damn good. But to see him go as far as now he's taking it to, well, which I know what he's doing, right? I mean, I think you and I have said it. One of us has said it and the other one agreed with the other, is that Yellowstone is nothing more than the Sopranos cowboy version. It is absolutely the Sopranos in out in Yellowstone. So but no, I love that show, man. I'm gonna be sad to see that one go. That's to me, that's like a Lonesome Dove or a Tombstone. It's one of the, and I'm dating myself a little bit, but I don't think those are outdated. And I think those are things that you're gonna want to go back and watch.
Those are the three I'm kind of watching right now. What else are you watching?
I don't have time to watch anything else. I'm making videos about tasting whiskey. I'm out gallivanting, playing horrible rounds of golf.
Gallivanting. Globe-trotting.
Well, I mean, we'll see.
Well, you have been. You've been globetrotting.
Historically, maybe.
And you went to the other side of the U.S. And yeah.
Historically, maybe. I mean, really. I mean, I guess they could have been farther apart, but it would have been challenging to have done that. So yeah, I don't know. The Chasing Daylight boys, they said they may have squeezed me into a abandoned trip.
Oh, that's a mistake.
Hey, don't go dogging them out yet, man. I said yes.
I'm kidding. No, you'll have a great time. That's good. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that's your trip right there. Yeah. It'll be good.
All right. Hey, that's all I got, man. We got good stuff coming up and looking forward to it.